What's up, boozers? Today, we are going to discuss
The Boy. Brand new movie. We got it, second day it was out on Redbox?
Probably, yeah. We're slow like that. Otherwise, we would be really good and go see it in theaters. But
but we broke.
So this is directed by William Brent Bell and written by
Stacey Miniar, starring
Lauren Cohen. She plays Maggie in The Walking Dead. Hot as shit.
Oh my goodness.
No one should be that pretty.
No one. It's not fair.
It also stars Rupert Evans and James Russell. I have a tear. Thinking about how beautiful she is.
So this chick runs away from troubled shit to go and nanny in a foreign country. Been there, done that.
She's from the USA.
Montana.
It starts out awesome. And then it goes...
She goes to take care of this kid. And she gets there and it's actually a doll.
No way.
This wasn't given a... Oh, wait, it was given away in the trailer. At first, she just, it's a doll. She puts it away. She does her own thing. She's trying to focus on reconstructing herself.
The parents leave, too.
Well, they go on holiday.
They go on holiday, yes.
Summer holes for the first time in what goodness knows. 8 years?
Oh,
No.
80?
No, it's 1990.
Yes.
Something like that.
Something like that. There's a set of rules that they give her, a set of guidelines that she is to abide by. Immediately after she gets there, her shoes disappear.
Right.
And the lady blames it on... The doll's name is Brahms. Their son's name is Brahms. The
Cutest name.
Adorable. I love the name.
Adorable. Weird stuff starts happening, and eventually gets to the point where she actually becomes like the parents, and she believes that this doll or spirit, the spirit of this boy, is living in the house, and in order to
living through the doll.
Be okay, she needs to take care of this doll. She starts to do that, and everything's fine until her past comes back to catch up with her.
And
the stuff that happens before then, not really any jump scares.
No, nothing really scary. There's
weird.
She gets caught up in the attic at one point.
An ancient English country house is going to be weird.
Oh my god, it's beautiful though.
Oh, stunning.
So he starts to move. There's a grocery delivery boy for
the grocery delivery boy.
Oof.
Ooh, oofta.
Oofta. She starts more or less seeing this guy, kind of entertaining the thought of seeing this guy.
And once she convinces him that the spirit exists and is demonstrating itself through the doll, he's fascinated by it, even though he knows a bit of a darker history about it that she becomes aware of after a couple of mornings. They try to hook up and stuff starts going weird, so he tells her the truth of what was supposed had happened back in the fire that had killed the son in the first place.
Yeah, apparently there was a girl that came out to play with Brahms when he was still alive. He died when he was 8, but on the day of his birthday, he had this girl come out for his birthday, and she was found later in the woods with her head bashed in. And then when they went to the house to question what had happened to this girl, basically there was a fire, and they said that Brahms had died in the fire. Shortly after that, this doll appears for the parents, and the parents, it's basically their way of coping with his loss. That's the way that everyone sees it.
But getting more involved with the grocery guy, Malcolm.
Lauren Cohen plays the role of Greta. Rupert Evans is Malcolm.
And so they get closer, and as the stuff starts getting, the things that are occurring in the house start getting darker and more strange, Malcolm reveals more and more about pub talk versus
whatever kind talk that was
the nice things that were going around, and the truth lied somewhere in between. He had an experience with the father. On their birthday, he had made a delivery, 2 or 3 years before? And the father was wasted, so they couldn't keep doing it anymore. And Malcolm asked, got the nerve to ask him, what was the real Brahms like? And the father's answer was one word: odd. Malcolm conveys the story to her, and she's still at this point pretty obsessed with the idea of taking care of this child because she had lost her own in this terrible past she'd had back in Montana.
With Cole, who is Ben Robson.
After we watched it, we realized this should have been so obvious to us. Somehow neither of us predicted this or saw this coming.
The twist was so painfully obvious. I have no idea how we didn't see it.
We don't know how we missed it. We were obsessed with the idea of a creep. We've got experience with creepy dolls. We were obsessed with the idea of a spiritually inhabited creepy doll, and we just kept following along with that. And then the twist comes in, and it's like, I knew that was coming. It all just was flooding into me, and I could not turn away from the screen for a minute.
It was great.
So
However,
awesome.
I felt like, again, spoiler alert here. We're going to talk about some spoilers, so click away if you haven't seen it.
If we haven't already spoiled it for you.
Okay, good. So, when he comes through the mirror after the Brahms doll is broken, you obviously figure out that Brahms is still alive, and his parents kept him in this doll basically as a way to hide that he was a sociopath and had killed this girl. And it kind of was weird to me because what kid is going to live in the walls that long? He's got problems, but who would want to live in the walls? That's just weird to me. But the way he starts lashing out at
this
Greta,
who's taking care of him,
and Malcolm, like he was on great terms with Malcolm. Obviously, he was getting a little upset when Greta and Malcolm were starting to be interested in each other and trying to get intimate with each other. But long story short, he liked Malcolm, so he brutally attacks Malcolm at one point. Pretty much kills Cole. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he kills Cole. He would have killed Malcolm had Greta not been running away.
And he attacks Greta. And Greta was trying to be nice and do her job and whatnot. It took her a couple of minutes to realize that he needs this comfort and familiarity of her care to calm him down a little bit. But then when she starts to not really veer from it, but change it a little bit, saying, no, I'm not going to give you a goodnight kiss because you were naughty today, he freaks out and starts attacking. I felt like his...
Well, okay, so she said no kiss, and he demanded a kiss, so she went in for it, and of course he goes full rape. And she had a screwdriver in her back pocket and stabs him. So I think it's fair enough. If I were stabbed by a screwdriver, I would tear that motherfucker down.
I guess
so. I'm on Brom's side on that. If you come at me with a screwdriver, I am going to destroy you.
He ends up living in the end after being stabbed, probably in the lung,
and
several
fixing
times.
the doll back up. And
so I'm thinking he's got like the Michael Myers thing going for him. IMDb rates this a 6.0 out of 10.
I have to give it a 7.
I'm going to say probably about a 6.5, 7, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Because as much as I enjoyed the twist...
We watched it fully sober. We should have seen it coming.
If we were drunk, we might have seen it coming.
Maybe.
So, yeah, I definitely recommend watching it. You don't have to be drunk at all. It was a good film. I think. Acting was so-so, but, her hotness and his hotness made up for it. All right, until next time, guys, stay awesome.
Keep boozing.
Cheers!